Bereshit, Genesis chapter 16. Now Sarai, Abram's woman, bare him no children, and she had a handmaid, a Mithrit, whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said to Abram, Behold now, Yahweh hath restrained me from bearing. Go in, I pray thee, to my handmaid. It may be that I shall obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. And Sarai, Abram's woman, took Hagar, the Mithrit, her handmaid, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to Abram, her husband, to be his woman. And he went into Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. And Sarai said to Abram, My wrong be upon thee. I gave my handmaid into thy bosom, and when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes. Yahweh judge between me and thee. But Abram said to Sarai, Behold, thy maid is in thy hand. Do to her that which is good in thy eyes. And Sarai dealt hardly with her, and she fled from her face. And the messenger of Yahweh found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way to Shur. And he said, Hagar, Sarai's handmaid, whence camest thou? And whither goest thou? And she said, I am fleeing from the face of my mistress Sarai. And the messenger of Yahweh said to her, Return to thy mistress, and submit thyself under her hands. And the messenger of Yahweh said to her, I will greatly multiply thy seed, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. And the messenger of Yahweh said to her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and thou shalt call his name Yishmael, because Yahweh hath heard thy affliction. And he shall be as a wild donkey among men. His hand shall be against every man, and every man's hand against him. And he shall dwell over against all his brothers. And she called the name of Yahweh that spoke to her, Thou art a God that seeth. For she said, Have I also here seen after the one seeing me? For what reason the well was called Be'er Lahai Ro'ei. Behold, it is between Kadesh and Barad. And Hagar bare Abram a son, and Abram called the name of his son, whom Hagar bare, Yishmael. And Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bare Yishmael to Abram. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahweh appeared to Abram and said to him, I am God Almighty. Walk before me, and be thou perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly.